Hello and welcome back to Brendan Moyer's Playwright Corner, where I read plays, poems, or whatever's currently striking my fancy at the moment. Today we're going to be reading a collection of poems by James Joyce in alphabetical order, so I'm sorry if you feel as though we should go in chronologicals to see how he grew in his penmanship. However, I do not have that luxury and that knowledge, so we will be going with what I have. Alright. Without any further ado, let's go on. A flower given to my daughter. Frail the white rose, and frail are her hands that gave, whose soul is sere and paler than time's wan wave. Rose frail and fair, yet frailest a wonder wild. In gentle eyes thou veilest my blue-veined child. A memory of the players in a mirror at midnight. They mouth love's language gnash, the 13 teeth your lean jaws grin with, lash your itch and quailing nude greed of the flesh. Love's breath in you is stale, worded or sung, as sour as cat's breath, harsh of tongue. This grey that stares lies not stark skin and bone. Leave greasy lips there kissing, none will choose her what you see to mouth upon. Dire hunger holds his hour. Pluck forth your heart's salt blood, O fruit of tears, pluck and devour. A prayer. Again. Come, give, yield all your strength to me. From far a low word breathes on the breaking brain. Its cruel calm, submission's misery, gentling her awe as to a soul predestined. Cease, silent love, my doom. Blind me with your dark nearness. Oh, have mercy, beloved enemy of my will. I dare not withstand the cold touch that I dread. Draw from me still my slow life. Bend deeper on me, threatening head. Proud by my downfall, remembering, pitying him who is, him who was. Again, together, folded by the night, they lay on earth. I hear from far her low word breathe on my breaking brain. Come, I yield, bend deeper upon me. I am here. Subduer, do not leave me. Only joy, only anguish, take me, save me, soothe me. Oh, spare me. All day I hear the noise of waters. All day I hear the noise of waters making moan. Sad as the seabird is when going forth alone. He hears the winds cry to the water's monotone. The grey winds, the cold winds are blowing where I go. I hear the noise of many waters far below. All day, all night, I hear them flowing, to and fro. Alone. The noon's grey golden meshes make all night a veil. The shore lamps in the sleeping lake laburnum tendrils trail. The sly reeds whisper to the night a name, her name, and all my soul is a delight, a swoon of shame. At that hour when all things have repose. At that hour when all things have repose, O lonely watcher of the skies, do you hear the night wind and the sighs? of harps playing unto love to unclose the pale gates of sunrise? When all things repose, do you alone awake to hear the sweet harps play, to love before him on his way, and the night wind answering in antiphon till night is overgone? Play on, invisible harps, unto love whose way in heaven is aglow. At that hour when soft lights come and go, soft sweet music in the air above, and in the earth below. Bahnhofstrasse. The eyes that mock me sign the way whereto I pass at eve of day. Grey way whose violet signals are the trysting and the twining star. Ah, star of evil, star of pain, high-hearted youth comes not again, nor old heart's wisdom yet to know the signs that mock me as I go. Be not sad because all men prefer a lying clamour before you. Sweetheart, be at peace again. Can they dishonour you? They are sadder than all tears. Their lives ascend as a continual sigh. Proudly answer to their tears as they deny. Because your voice was at my side. Because your voice was at my side, I gave him pain. Because within my hand I held your hand again. There is no word nor any sign can make amend. He is a stranger to me now, who was my friend. Bid adieu, adieu, adieu. Bid adieu, adieu, adieu. Bid adieu to girlish days. Happy love is come to woo thee and woo thy girlish ways. The zone that doth become thee fair, the snood upon thy yellow hair. When thou hast heard his name upon the bugles of the cherubim, begin thou softly to unzone thy girlish bosom unto him, and softly to undo the snood, that is the sign of maidenhood. Bright cap and streamers. Bright cap and streamers, he sings in the hollow. Come follow, all you that love. Leave dreams to the dreamers that will not after, that song and laughter do nothing move. With a ribbon streaming he sings the bolder, in troop at his shoulder the wild bees hum, and the time of dreaming dreams is over, as lover to lover, sweetheart, I come. Dear heart, why will you use me so? Dear heart, why will you use me so? Dear eyes that gently me upbraid, still are you beautiful, but oh, how is your beauty raimented? Through the clear mirror of your eyes, through the soft sigh of kiss to kiss, desolate winds assail with cries the shadowy garden where love is. And soon shall love dissolved be, when over us the wild wind blows. But you, dear love, too dear to me, alas, why will you use me so? Essay puer. Of the dark past a child is born. With joy and grief my heart is torn. Calm in his cradle the living lies. May love and mercy unclose his eyes. Young life is breathed on the glass. The world that was not comes to pass. A child is sleeping, an old man gone. O Father forsaken, forgive your Son. From dewy dreams, my soul, arise. From dewy dreams, my soul, arise, from love's deep slumber and from death. For lo, the trees are full of sighs, whose leaves the morn admonisheth. Eastward the gradual dawn prevails, where softly burning fires appear, making to tremble all those veils of grey and golden gossamer. While sweetly, gently, secretly, the flowery bells of morn are stirred, and the wise choirs of faery begin innumerous to be heard. Gentle lady, do not sing. Gentle lady, do not sing sad songs about the end of love. Lay aside sadness and sing how love that passes is enough. Sing about the long deep sleep of lovers that are dead, and how in the graves all love shall sleep. Love is aweary now. Go seek her out all courteously. Go seek her out all courteously, and say I come, wind of spices whose song is ever epithalamium. Oh, hurry over the dark lands and run upon the sea, for seas and land shall not divide us, my love and me. Now, wind, of your good courtesy I pray you go, and come into her little garden and sing at her window. Singing the bridal wind is blowing, for love is at his noon, and soon will your true love be with you, soon, oh, soon. He who hath glory lost, nor hath. He who hath glory lost, nor hath found any soul to fellow his. Among his foes in scorn and wrath, holding to ancient nobleness. That high, unconsortable one, his love is his companion. I hear an army charging upon the land. I hear an army charging upon the land, and the thunder of horses plunging foam about their knees. Arrogant in black armor behind them stand, disdaining the reins, with fluttering whips the charioteers. They cry into the night their battle name. I moan in sleep when I hear afar their whirling laughter. They cleave the gloom of dreams, a blinding flame, clanging, clanging upon the heart as upon an anvil. They come shaking in triumph their long green hair. They come out of the sea and run shouting by the shore. My heart, have you no wisdom thus to despair? My love, my love, my love, why have you left me alone? I would in that sweet bosom be. I would in that sweet bosom be, oh sweet it is and fair it is, where no rude wind might visit me, because of sad austerities. I would in that sweet bosom be. I would be ever in that heart, oh soft I knock and soft entreat her, where only peace might be my part. Austerities were all the sweeter, so I were ever in that heart. In the dark pine wood. In the dark pine wood I would we lay, in deep cool shadow at noon of day. How sweet to lie there, sweet to kiss, where the great pine forest enisled is. Thy kiss descending sweeter were, with the soft tumult of thy hair. Oh, unto the pine wood at noon of day, come with me now, sweet love, away. Lean out of the window. Lean out of the window, golden hair. I hear you singing a merry air. My book was closed, I read no more, watching the fire dance on the floor. I have left my book, I have left my room, for I heard you singing through the gloom, singing and singing a merry air. Lean out of the window, golden hair. Lightly come or lightly go. Lightly come or lightly go, thou thy heart presage thee woe. Veils and many a wasted sun, Oread, let thy laughter run, till the irreverent mountain air ripple all thy flying hair. Lightly, lightly, ever so, clouds that wrap the veils below, at the hour of even star lowliest attendants are. Love and laughter song confessed, when the heart is heaviest. Love came to us in time gone by. Love came to us in time gone by, when one at twilight shyly played, and one in fear was standing nigh, for love at first is all afraid. We were grave lovers, lovers past that had his sweet hours many a one. Welcome to us now at the last, the ways that we shall go upon. My dove, my beautiful one. My dove, my beautiful one, arise, arise. The night dew lies upon my lips and eyes. The odorous winds are weaving a music of sighs. Arise, arise, my dove, my beautiful one. I wait by the cedar, my sister, my love. White breast of the dove, my breast shall be your bed. Pale dew lies like a veil on my head, my fair one, my dove, arise, arise. My love is in a light attire. My love is in a light attire among the apple trees, where the gay winds do most desire to run in companies. There where the gay winds stay to woo the young leaves as they pass, my love goes slowly, bending to her shadow on the grass. And where the sky's a pale blue cup over the laughing land, my love goes lightly holding up her dress with dainty hand. Night Piece. Gaunt in gloom the pale stars their torches enshrouded wave. Ghost fires from heaven's far verges faint illume, arches on soaring arches, night's sin dark nave. Seraphim, the lost hosts awaken, to service till in moonless gloom each lapse is muted, dim, raised when she has enshaken her thurible. And long and loud to night's nave upsoaring, a stark knell tolls, as the bleak incense surges cloud on cloud, voidward from the adoring waste of souls. Now, oh now, in this brown land. Now, oh now, in this brown land, where love did so sweet music make, we two shall wander hand in hand, forbearing for old friendship's sake, nor grieve because our love was gay, which now is ended in this way. A rogue in red and yellow dress is knocking, knocking at the tree, and all around our loneliness the wind is whistling merrily. The leaves they do not sigh at all, when the year takes them in the fall. Now, oh now, we hear no more the villanelle and roundelay. Yet will we kiss sweetheart before we take sad leave at close of day. Grieve not, sweetheart, for anything. The year is gathering. Oh, cool is the valley now. Oh, cool is the valley now, and there, love, will we go. For many a choir is singing now, where love did sometime go. And hear you not the thrushes calling us away? Oh, cool and pleasant is the valley, and there, love, will we stay. Oh, sweetheart, hear you. Oh, sweetheart, hear you, your lover's tale. A man shall have sorrow when friends him fail. For he shall know then friends be untrue, and a little ashes their words come to. But one unto him will softly move, and softly woo him in ways of love. His hand is under her smooth round breast, so he who has sorrow shall have rest. Oh, it was out by Donecarney. Oh, it was out by Donecarney, when the bat flew from tree to tree. My love and I did walk together, and sweet were the words she said to me. Along with us the summer wind went murmuring, oh, happily. But softer than the breath of summer was the kiss she gave to me. Of that so sweet imprisonment, of that so sweet imprisonment, my soul dearest is fain. Soft arms that woo me to relent, and woo me to detain. Ah, could they ever hold me there, gladly were I a prisoner. Dearest, through interwoven arms by love made tremulous, that night allures me where alarms no wise may trouble us. But sleep to dreamier sleep be wed, where soul with soul lies prisoned. On the beach at Fontana. Wind whines and winds the shingle, the crazy pier stakes groan. A senile sea numbers each single slime-silvered stone. From whining wind and colder grey sea I wrap him warm, and touch his trembling fine-boned shoulder and boyish arm. Around us fear descending, darkness of fear above, and in my heart how deep unending ache of love. Rain has fallen all the day. Rain has fallen all the day. Oh, come among the laden trees. The leaves lie thick upon the way of memories. Staying a little by the way of memories shall we depart. Come, my beloved, where I may speak to your heart. She weeps over Raoun. Rain on Raoun falls softly, softly fallen where my dark lover lies. Sad is his voice that calls me sadly calling at grey moonrise. Love, hear thou how soft, how sad his voice is ever calling, ever unanswered, and the dark rain falling, then as now. Dark to our hearts, O love shall lie and cold as his sad heart has lain. Under the moon-grey nettles the black mould and mother in rain. Silently she's combing. Silently she's combing her long hair. Silently and graciously with many a pretty air. The sun is in the willow leaves and on the dappled grass, and still she's combing her long hair before the looking-glass. I pray you cease to comb out your long hair, for I have heard of witchery upon a pretty air, that makes as one thing to the lover, staying and going hence, I'll fare with many a pretty air, and many a negligence. Simples. O bella bionda, sei come l'onda. Of cool sweet dew and radiance mild, the moon a web of silence weaves. In the still garden where a child gathers the simple salad leaves. A moon-dew stars her hanging hair, and moonlight kisses her young brow. And gathering she sings an air, fair as the wave is, fair art thou. Be mine, I pray, a waxen ear, to shield me from her childish croon, and mine a shielded heart for her, who gathers simples of the moon. Sleep now, O sleep. Sleep now, O sleep now, you unquiet heart. A voice crying, sleep now, is heard in my heart. The voice of the winter is heard at the door. O sleep, for the winter is crying, sleep no more. My kiss will give peace now, and quiet to your heart. Sleep on in peace now, O you unquiet heart. Strings in the earth and air. Strings in the earth and air make music sweet. Strings by the river where the willows meet. There's music along the river, for love wanders there. Pale flowers on his mantle, dark leaves on his hair. All softly playing, with head to the music bent, and fingers straying upon an instrument. The Ballad of Percy O'Reilly. Have you heard of one Humpty Dumpty? How he fell with a roll and a rumble, and curled up like Lord Ulster Crumple by the butt of the magazine wall? Of the magazine wall? Hump, helmet and all? He was once our king of the castle. Now he's kicked about like a rotten old parsnip. And from Green Street he'll be sent by order of his worship to the penal jail of Mountjoy. To the jail of Mountjoy? Jail him and joy! He was the father of all schemes for to bother us. Slow coaches and immaculate contraceptives for the populace. Mare's milk for the sick, 7 dry Sundays a week. Open-air love of religious reform. And religious reform? Hideous in form. Hurrah, why, says you, couldn't he manage it? I'll go bail my fine dairyman darling, like the bumping bull of the Cassidys, all your butter is in your horns. His butter is in his horns? Butter in his horns! Hurrah there, Hosty, Frosty Hosty, change that shirt on ye. Rhyme the Rand, the king of all Rands. Hurrah there, Hosty, Frosty Hosty, change that shirt on ye. Rhyme the Rand, the king of all Rands. Babachio! Babachio! We had chops, chairs, chewing gum, the chicken pox, and china chambers, universally provided by a soft-soaping salesman. Small wonder he'll cheat Arrow and our local lads nicknamed him, when Chimpden first took the floor. With his bucket shop store, down bargain wag lower. So snug was he in his hotel premises sumptuous, but soon will bonfire all his trash tricks and trumpery, and 'tis short till Sheriff Clancy'll be winding up his unlimited company with the bailiff's bomb at the door. Bim bam at the door, then he'll bum no more. Sweet bad luck on the waves washed to our island, the hooker of that Hammerfest Viking, and Gaul's curse on the day when Ebalina Bay saw his black and tan man-o'-war. Saw his man-o'-war on the harbour bar. Where from, roars Poolbeg? Coconut fancy balls. Dunham was capatil. Wickham whippin' Thampany, Fanigal Mac Oscar, one izzy, Barragazy, Bonafide, Tuckman, Gamahold, Norvigakers, Monaker, Augustine Gamahold, Norvigakers cod. A Norwegian camel, old cod. He is, by God! Lift it, Hosty, lift it, ye devil, ye, up with the rhyming ran. It was during some freshwater gardening pumping, or according to the nursing mirror while admiring the monkeys, that our heavyweight heathen humpery made bold a maid to woo. Woohoo, what'll she do? The general lost her maiden loo. He ought to blush for himself, the old hay-headed philosopher, for to go and shove himself that way on top of her. Begob, he's the crux of the catalogue of our antediluvial zoo. Messes am building in coup. Noah's lark's good as new. He was jolting by Wellington's monument, our Rhetorius hippopotamus, when some bugger let down the back trap of the omnibus, and he caught his death of Fusilius. With his rent in his ears? Give him 6 years. 'Tis sore pity for his innocent poor children, but look out for his Mrs. Legitimate. When that few gets a grip of old earwicker, won't there be earwigs on the green? Big earwigs on the green, the largest ever you seen. Sophocles, Shakespeare, Pseudodonto, Anonymosis. Then we'll have a free trade Gales band and mass meeting, for to sod him the brave son of Scandinavary, and we'll bury him down in Oxman's town along with the devil and the Danes, with the deaf and dumb Danes, and all their remains. And not all the king's men, nor his horses, will resurrect his corpus, for there's no true spell in Connaught or hell that's able to raise a Cain. The twilight turns from amethyst. The twilight turns from amethyst to deep and deeper blue. The lamp fills with a pale green glow the trees of the avenue. The old piano plays an air sedate and slow and gay. She bends upon the yellow keys, her head inclines this way. Shy thought and grave white eyes and hands that wander as they list. The twilight turns to darker blue with lights of amethyst. This heart that flutters near my heart. This heart that flutters near my heart, my hope and all my riches is. Unhappy when we draw apart, and happy between kiss and kiss. My hope and all my riches, yes, and all my happiness. For there, as in some mossy nest, the wrens will divers treasures keep. I laid those treasures I possessed, ere that mine eyes had learned to weep. Shall we not be as wise as they, though love live but a day? Thou leanest to the shell of night. Thou leanest to the shell of night, dear lady, a divining ear. In that soft choiring of delight, what sound hath made thy heart to fear? Seemed it of rivers rushing forth from the grey deserts of the north? That mood of thine is his, if thou but scan it well, who a mad tale bequeaths to us, at ghosting hour conjurable, and all for some strange name he reads in Purchas or in Holinshed. Though I thy Mithridates were, though I thy Mithridates were, framed to defy the poisoned dart, yet must thou fold me unaware to know the rapture of thy heart, and I but render and confess the malice of thy tenderness. For elegant and antique phrase, dearest, my lips wax all too wise, nor have I known a love whose praise our piping poets solemnize, neither a love where may not be ever so little falsity. Tilly. He travels after a winter sun, urging the cattle along a cold red road. Calling to them a voice they know, he drives his beasts above Cabra. The voice tells them home is warm. They moo and make brute music with their hoofs. He drives them with a flowering branch before him, smoke pluming from their foreheads. Boar, bond of the herd, tonight stretched full by the fire, I bleed by the black stream for my torn bow. Tutto è scilto. A birdless heaven, sea dusk, one lone star piercing the west. As thou, fond heart, loves time so faint, so far, rememberest. The clear young eyes, soft-looked, candid brow, the fragrant hair, falling as though the silence falleth now, dusk of the air. Why then, remembering those shy, sweet lures, repine, when the dear love she yielded with a sigh was all but thine? Watching the needle boats at San Saba, I heard their young hearts crying, loveward above the glancing oar, and heard the prairie grasses singing, no more, return no more. O hearts, O sighing grasses, vainly your love-blown bannerets mourn. No more will the wild wind that passes return, no more return. What counsel has the hooded moon? What counsel has the hooded moon put in thy heart, my shyly sweet? Of love in ancient Planaloon, glory in stars beneath his feet, a sage that is but kith and kin with the comedian Capuchin. Believe me rather that am wise, in disregard of the divine. A glory kindles in those eyes, trembles to starlight, mine, oh mine. No more be tears in moon or mist, for thee, sweet sentimentalist. When the shy star goes forth in heaven. When the shy star goes forth in heaven, all maidenly disconsolate, hear you amid the drowsy even one who is singing by your gate. His song is softer than the dew, and he is come to visit you. O bend no more in reverie when he at eventide is calling, nor muse who may this singer be whose song about my heart is falling. Know you by this the lover's chant, 'tis I that am your visitant. Who goes amid the green wood? Who goes amid the green wood, with springtide all around her? Who goes amid the merry green wood to make it merrier? Who passes in the sunlight, by ways that know the light footfall? Who passes in the sweet sunlight with mien so virginal? The ways of all the woodland gleam with a soft and golden fire. For whom does all the sunny woodland carry so brave attire? Oh, it is for my true love, the woods their rich apparel wear. Oh, it is for my own true love, that is so young and fair. Winds of May. Winds of May that dance in the sea, dancing a ring around in glee. From furrow to furrow while overhead the foam flies up to be garlanded, in silvery arches spanning the air. Saw you my true love anywhere? Well a day for the winds of May. Love is unhappy when love is away. And that is the end of James Joyce's poetry. I hope you enjoyed it. That one very long poem that made absolutely no sense completely wrecked my brain when I was trying to read it. And the part that's pretty much incoherent is exactly what's written in the poem and is completely incoherent to even understand. So I'm not even going to try and re-record that or try and make it more sensical because, my goodness. Oh, boy. But anyway, I hope you liked it. As always, feel free to subscribe, like, do whatever sort of in your particular social media uses, liking, subscribing, FaceTiming, I don't know. But yeah, I hope you have a lovely rest of your day, and I hope to have you back in Brendan Moyer's Playwright Corner. Thank you.